Keepers have split time. Valdivieso and Dulciado. Valdivieso with 7 saves, Dulciado with 11. About to get underway here on the draw for Jamaica. It's number 10, Tristan Chang. We welcome you to this game on World Lacrosse TV. Setting up the draw here. Making sure those sticks are parallel to the ground below them. An opening draw underway against Ayla Moffitt. Ground ball scrum here. And Peru will come up with it. That's Carnaza with the ground ball after the draw. She'll push it over to Ortega. Ortega brings it up the middle. Passes it along to DePaz. DePaz brings it over the line and gets it to Polak. Polak now bringing the ball to X. Defended there by Jamaica. Gets it up to Parker. To Moffitt. Swings it up to Ortega. Ortega carries. Passes it off to Carnaza on the wing. Carnaza to Ochoa. Ochoa looking to drive. Driving in, she decides to pull out. Looking for a cutter. Finds one on the bottom of the crease. Parker working from behind, looking to feed the middle. Shot! And Ortega rings one off the post. Ball comes out above the restraining line, fighting for it. And Moffitt comes up with it. Got a foul here on Jamaica. Gonna bring the ball back. Too quick on the restart. So Moffitt looking to restart here. Swings it to Parker, who brings it over the restraining line. Parker brings it down. It's Moffitt at the top. Swings it to behind the cage. Moffitt will carry. Passes it off to Ochoa. Ochoa looking to feed. Now with a chance to drive. Nicely defended there by Dakota Barlow. And Peru turns the ball over. Jamaica will have its first possession of the game as Barlow collects the ball on the boundary. Looking to push it in transition. Errant pass here. But Jamaica maintains possession, and that's Polak with the pickup. She's fouled. And now we'll push the ball in transition here at the defensive restraining line. Pass up to James. Jada Williams picks that ball up, brings it down low for Jamaica. Off to Gordon, behind the cage. Passes up top. Chang has the ball up top, looking to drive. Down the alley, no lane there. Gets it back to Polak, swings it up top to Jada Williams. Williams to Bowen. Bowen with some space to drive. Peru sends a slide. Feeds it off. Shot by Gordon. Denied by the goalkeeper, Dulciado. Dulciado with the clear. And Jamaica with the interception. Pushing the transition. That's a goal by Kara Jade Gordon, and Jamaica is first to strike in this game. Take another look at that play here in a second, but really good defensive effort by Jamaica on the ride. They had a good chance there early, but a good stop by Dulciado. So Jamaica is first to strike here in this match. Final match of the tournament for these two squads. Draws up. And Chang collects the draw control. Jamaica pushes it in transition. Dodging some swinging Peru sticks. Gets it over the restraining line. Pollock now. Carries it behind. She's got some help from Jada Williams behind the cage. But she'll carry to the opposite side of X. Passes it off to Williams up top to Gordon. Richard James to Chang. Chang up top. Trying to get some space for a drive. Creating some space on the elbow. No chance there, but looks for a feed. And Jamaica will draw a foul. So that'll be Meltonique Bowen going to the 11-meter for a free position opportunity. First free position of the game. Goes to Jamaica. On second inside hash. Bowen, and a good stop by Dulciado. Dulciado been strong so far in this tournament. 11 saves. She has another 2 in this game. Pushing it in transition is Carnaza. Carnaza passes off to Ochoa. Ochoa with some room. Thinks twice about that one. So Ochoa at the 15 will carry it low. Looking for some space to sneak inside on the crease. Pulling out, and that should be shooting space. No shooting space call there. Fires. Parker fires that one high. Peru will maintain possession here. Good backup by Carnaza on the shot. So Carnaza brings it in to Ochoa. Ochoa looking for a feed. No one cutting. Has some room and denied. What a stop by Ford. But looks like Ochoa was fouled and will get a free position here. So Ochoa setting up on first inside hash. Cassandra Ford with her first save of the tournament there. But now a chance for Ochoa to even the tally. And denied once again by Ford. So Jamaica pushing this one in transition. We have a fast break here. Pollock with no one on her, no one guarding. Scores! What a quick transition play by the Jamaica team. Pollock with some wheels as she got the ball at the top of the 15 and did not look back. We'll get another look at this one. Starting off with the save here by Ford. Quick, really quick transition, like I said. And Pollock with no one on her, no one stopping her, and she scored that one. So Jamaica leads here 2-0 with just over 7 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Folks, if you've been tuning in with us this past week, you know that in an international game, the last 30 seconds of each quarter is stop clock. Other than that, the clock runs after goals. And in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, clock stops on every whistle. So Jamaica with the draw control here, looking to grow their lead to 3. It's Chang with the ball. Just outside the 15. She'll look to pass it off to Bowen. Bowen to James. Over to Pollock, the goal scorer. We got a score check over on Orlando Health Stadium. Haudenosaunee and Puerto Rico are tied 9-9. So a good matchup in that bronze medal game. Over here we have Jamaica leading it 2-0. Just getting started in the first quarter here though. So Pollock carries. Looks to roll the crease. Good defense there. Nice little move inside. And Chang is able to increase the Jamaica score to 3. We'll get another look at that one here in a second. Nice little move by Chang. She's able to pull up the side of the elbow and create some space for herself underneath. And we're going to have a timeout here. Likely a water break at the halfway point of the first quarter. I'd like to give a thank you to some of our sponsors. First being Visit Central Florida Sports. Visit Central Florida Sports focuses on promoting tourism and economic development through sports. They work to attract new events, supporting existing ones, and market recreational and leisure activities. They are the only organization in Florida to have won both the Sport Organization of the Year Award from the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness and the Florida Sports Foundation Sports Commission of the Year Award. They are also the official headquarters of the Pan American Lacrosse Association. Folks, the score is 3-0. Jamaica. We'll be right back on the World Lacrosse TV. Folks, welcome back. Brittany Amelie here on World Lacrosse TV for the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship. The 7th place game of Jamaica versus Peru. Jamaica leads this one 3-0, just halfway through the first quarter here to play. Chang on the draw for Jamaica. We got early movement on the draw for Peru. It's Rivera. So the free position at the center will be awarded to Jamaica, and Chang will take this one. She'll lose that for a second before getting it off over to Pollock. Pollock down to James. Or excuse me, Gordon. Back up top to Chang. Chang holds. Flip pass to Bowen. Bowen over to Gordon. To James. Down low to Pollock. Jada Williams holds behind the net. Gets up top to James. Swinging it around. Bowen looks to drive. Pulls it out. Gets it over to Chang on the opposite elbow. Chang looking to create space. Likely going to drive here. Hits one down low. And oh, Dulciato almost with the interception. Gets back in quickly though. And great defense by Peru, collapsing to cause a turnover. Here's Carnaza bringing it up for Peru. Gets it over to Parker. Parker carries it over the restraining line. Looks to bring it behind the cage. Ochoa behind the cage now. Looking up top. That's a check there by James. So Moffitt will go to the 11-meter now. Free position attempt here. She'll be awarded, looks like second inside hash. Facing off against Ford. Ford with 2 stops already in this game. And Moffitt with the free position goal. Really good drive here by Moffitt. Really quick off the line. We'll get another look at this one in 1 second. But that'll put Peru on the board. So Moffitt, quick off the line, like I said, places that one low. So now, Jamaica still leads 3-1 with 3:15 left to play in the first quarter. Still plenty of game left here for this Peru team to mount a comeback. On the draw here, we got Rivera for Peru facing off against Chang for Jamaica. Draws up. We had a foul by Peru, so Bowen's going to pick this one up, gets it over to Chang. Chang will carry over the restraining line. Finds Polak on the elbow. She'll get some space. Brings it down to Gordon. Back to Polak. Up top to James. Back down to Polak. Gordon. Gordon holds it behind. Fakes the flip. Carries it up the elbow. Williams carries it behind. Looking to drive here. Fires. Stopped by Dulciato. Dulciato with the clear now. Peru looking to push this one in transition. Really fast up the sideline there. And gets it over the restraining line. So successful clear there for Peru. Bringing it all the way down to X. Looks like she's got some space on the inside. Decides not to take it. Gets it over to Ochoa. Ochoa carries behind. Looking with some room. Great feed over to Moffitt. And fires one just inside. Short side pipe on Ford. Get another look at that one. Really great stuff from Ochoa. Driving the crease there. Saw there was a defender sliding. There's no room. Pulls out. And a great feed into Moffitt. Peru trails 3-2. 51 seconds to play here. The first quarter. So draw is up, and Jamaica will grab that one. Not for long, potentially. Chang picks up that ground ball. Little help from the defense here, but Peru will pick it up and push it back down the other way. So Moffitt carries. Guarded nicely here by Jamaica. Over to Rivera. Drops it. And Chang will pick it up. Pass to Gordon is dropped. Collected by Carnaza. And that's the end of the first quarter. Quiet end to the first quarter there. But Jamaica leads 3-2 after 15. You're watching the Pan American Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. I'm Brittany Yomley, and we'll be right back after this short break. Folks, welcome back to the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship. The Pan American Lacrosse Association is the World Lacrosse recognized continental federation for North, South, Central Americas, and the Caribbean. PALA membership currently includes 22 World Lacrosse member nations, including Argentina, Barbados, Bermuda, Brazil, Peru, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, U.S. Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, Haiti, Guatemala, Jamaica, Panama, Puerto Rico, Nicaragua, Uruguay, Mexico, Haudenosaunee, United States of America, and Canada. The mission of the Pan American Lacrosse Association is to promote and develop the sport of lacrosse across its region, maintain communication between PALA nations to share best practices for sport development and resources, promote and encourage the exchange of ideas and development of camaraderie among nations, and conducts regional championships that serve as qualifying events for the World Lacrosse competitions, as well as the PALA Sixes Cup. PALA is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Like I mentioned, folks, this is a qualifying event for the World Lacrosse Championship, so both of these teams will advance to Division II of the World Lacrosse Championships in 2026 at a location to be announced. Opening draw for the second quarter, that's Tristan Chang for Jamaica with the draw control. Gets it over to Tamaya Edwards. Gordon carries it down low. Watch there by Carnaza. She brings it all the way around the cage. And Gordon starting to drive, passes it off to Chang. That's definitely a cardable offense there. So Chang takes one to the head, and Carnaza will sit. So we'll get a 2-minute yellow card here to Carnaza for a check to the head. We'll put Tristan Chang up for a free position. Goalie change here for Peru. Now Brianna Valdivieso in goal for Peru. And Chang with the free position goal. Jamaica leads 4-2. A lot of free positions on this field here today. And we also have a goalkeeper change for Jamaica. I'll talk about that in a second. But right off the line, Chang fires that one off stick side. Now in goal for Jamaica, too, number 77, Angie Benson. Angie Benson has been absolutely outstanding in this tournament. 39 saves, 64 goals against, but she has been outstanding, like I said. Involved all over the field, not just making saves, interceptions, ground balls. She does it all. So next draw here, Jamaica leading 4-2. Chang looked like she went early for a second there. No call. Ochoa collects the ground ball on this draw, and she'll push it up in transition. Ochoa over to Ortega. Ortega carries it. The outside. Staying wide. A lot of these teams' offenses have been very spread out today. Haven't seen too many stacks. Not a lot of traffic inside of the 8. A lot of driving plays. Jamaica's recognizing that, looking to switch up their defense. Looks like they're heading into a backer here. So they'll pressure out. Also because of the card. So Jamaica is a woman up and will likely keep the pressure on here for the next approximately minute and a half left in this card. So Ortega carries it down. And Bowen jars it loose. Jamaica with the ground ball pickup, gets it over to Benson. Benson looking for a long clear. Past the restraining line, great clear by Benson. And that's Williams bringing the ball up for Jamaica. Sees Gordon on the other side of the field, and they're likely going to try and kill some time off this card here. Actually, she's driving. Shot, and that will be turned aside by Valdivieso. So Dakota Barlow with the backup on the shot. They're going to kill some time here. Driving and checked away. Oh, Late flag by the official there. But Pollock will get a free position attempt here. Looks like it'll be center hash. High percentage shot here for Pollock. Also has some options on her opposite side. Pollock lines up, shoots, and fires that one 5-hole. Pollock putting Jamaica up 5-2. Get another look at this free position here. Like I said, free positions on this field today have been frequent. And another one there for Jamaica, proving to be successful as Pollock lines up and fires that one. One step and fires it low. Back to the draw here. Chang for Jamaica. And Ochoa for Peru. Ball's up. And Pollock with the draw control. Finds a long pass. Just couldn't quite connect with Dakota Barlow. That's all right. Cara Jade Gordon with the backup. So Gordon swings it down to Pollock. Waits behind the cage, looking for some feeds inside. Now looking to drive. Swings it up top to Chang. Errant pass. And Chang is there to pick it up. Speedy play by Chang. Gets it back down to Pollock. And a ground ball. Scrum there. Pollock came up with it. Gets it over to Chang. Chang waits. Gets it over to Gordon. Gordon up top. Looking to drive. Sees Williams on the crease. Couldn't quite connect. Ball stays with Williams as she brings it up top. Couple cutters inside. Good exchange on the restraining line there between Bowen and Chang. Really heads up play by Chang to let Bowen go over. Bowen looking to draw shooting space. Hanging her stick right along the restraining line. A little dangerous choice there, but stays with Jamaica. Gets it down low to Pollock. Pollock behind the goal. Bowen will stay over the restraining line on the offensive end. Pollock with a drive. Looking for shooting space. Looking for shooting space twice. What a stop. Oh! Valdivieso had the initial stop and it bounced off her shoulder and just trickled in. So Pollock with the goal there. Get another look at that one here. A lot of hustle going on by Jamaica. Really good, strong drive by Pollock. Going through 4 or 5 defenders and unlucky break there for Valdivieso, who made the initial save, but now Jamaica is ahead 6-2. Halfway through first quarter here. Ochoa and Chang on the draw. Ochoa picks it up. Peru will push this one. She'll take it herself over the restraining line. Have some room if she wants it. She'll slow it down. Swings it up top to Ortega. Ortega gets it low to Parker. Parker looking inside. Cutter's well defended by Jamaica there. Looking to drive now from the elbow. Ochoa sets a pick. Gets it low to Ortega. Ortega looking to feed. No one inside. Gets it down low to Ochoa. Ochoa and Benson with the interception. Benson is just so athletic and has a lot of really good interceptions, really good ground balls. She doesn't play a goal like it's 6x6. She plays a goal like it's 10x10. Benson with the clear. And Peru will bring this one in. Pushing the fast break here, Peru finds Ochoa inside and goal. Great shot by Ochoa. The assist to Alex Parker. We'll take another look at this one here. Off the boundary play, Peru does a really good job pushing the pace of play. Parker with a heads-up play in the transition finds Ochoa streaming down the middle. And a great goal there by Peru. Got a water break here in Auburndale, Florida. Score is 6-3. Jamaica leads it. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Folks, welcome back to the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Got Jamaica and Peru here. Jamaica leading 6-3. Ochoa and Chang on the draw. 5:55 to play in this second quarter here. Draw is up, and that's Maltonique Bowen for Jamaica with the draw control. She'll bring it over. She'll have some space if she wants to take it. 2v1 here on this side developing. Give and go to Bowen. Looks to draw shooting space. Flips it. Jamaica now in a ground ball scrum will come up with it. That's Gordon. Behind the cage now. Looking for some help up top. Gordon holds, gets to Chang. Chang with a lot of room. Has help from Bowen on her right. Looking to drive here. Bowen clears. Peru looking to send an early slide. Good defense there by Carreras for Peru. Gets it down low to Polak. Polak looking to drive the crease. Finds one up top. What a goal by Kara Jade Gordon from the elbow. Jamaica leads 7-3. Get another look at that one here in a second. But really good play by Polak, driving the crease. Like I said, Polak driving the crease. Slide came from the Peru defender, and she was able to find Gordon cutting inside. Great goal by Jamaica there. So Ochoa and Chang back on the draw once again. And a pretty even matchup here on the draw between Ochoa and Chang. Draw is set. Ochoa looked like she was detaining a little bit there, but Jamaica comes up with it. That's Polak. Polak pushes it. No opportunity there. Fakes the shot and just slips out of her stick. So Peru now in transition will push it up the sideline. Really fast transition by Peru. Carnaza going coast to coast will bring it down behind the goal. Passes it off to Kamara. Kamara swings it up top to Alex Parker. Parker to Ortega. Over to Carreras. And Carnaza keeps that one in. Carreras to Ortega. Ortega looking to drive. No lane there. Passes it off. Parker looking to drive again. Finds Ochoa in the middle. Fires it just wide. Kept in play by Peru. Oh, and just a misconnection there by Ochoa. Peru stays with possession, though. Finds Parker on the backside. No look there for Parker as she fires that one wide. So Carnaza with the boundary play. Brings it into Ortega. Pass deflected, and Benson with the ground ball. She'll hustle through it. Running past the restraining line. Peru now. We had another goalkeeper change for Peru. Dulciado is back in cage. She picks up that ground ball and is fouled, so clear here for Peru. And really good play by Mullings for Jamaica. But they'll say it went off of her stick, and what a knockdown again by Mullings. Now Jamaica with the ball. Chang will look to bring it over. Passes it off to Pollock. She'll carry. Down to Gordon. Gordon on the elbow. Minute 30 to play here in this half. Gordon holds. Likely looking to kill some time here. Get the last shot of the half. Chang has it now. Has help from James on the top. Chang with some space to drive. Has one on her back. Not fazed by that, though. Chang pulls the ball out wide. Passes it low to Pollock. Gets it up top to Gordon. Peru pressuring out now. Switching into a backer. Gets it low to Chang. Back into a man defense for Peru. Slide is there. Pollock now driving the crease. And what a shifty move by Pollock. With 25 seconds to play in the half. Pollock drives the crease. We'll get another look at that one. Pollock has been outstanding in this game so far. Take another look here. Pollock is really good on these crease rolls, creating some space for herself, getting underneath her defender. Able to be one-on-one with the goalie. Not much of a chance there for Dulciado. Back to the draw here with 25 seconds left to play. Ochoa and Chang for the last draw of the half. More than likely. And Pollock gets the draw control there. Passes it off to Chang, and it's intercepted by Carnaza. Carnaza pushing it up quickly. Bringing it behind. She has no help there. And she is fouled. So with 5 seconds to play, what should be 5 seconds to play on a stop clock, Carnaza will have the ball at the dot. Although 5 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, there's still a chance to make something happen here. They time their cut just right. Quick feed inside could be all they need to get another goal off right here. She feeds Ochoa. Saved by Benson. And Jamaica will run this one out. So a save by Benson at the buzzer. And Jamaica will take an 8-3 lead into the halftime break. Folks, thank you for joining us here at the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. I'm Brittany Amelie. We'll be right back. Folks, welcome back to the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. I'm here with Bianca Diaz from Puerto Rico Lacrosse. Bianca, Pala Sixes Cup. It's the third time that we're playing the Pala Sixes Cup in Puerto Rico. First hosted here in 2021, then in Kingston, Jamaica in 2022. Now it's going to be in Puerto Rico. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and how excited you guys are to be hosting?
Oh my gosh, we're super excited. I had the honor of playing both here in Auburndale and in Jamaica. It was an amazing experience, so I can only imagine how much more amazing it's going to be in Puerto Rico. It's going to be December 10th to the 14th in Humacao, Puerto Rico. It's going to be played at Las Palmas Academy. And we're super excited. I mean, the goal obviously is to bring all of these countries. We have 8 to 10 countries coming to play, both men's and women's. And we just want to bring the sport of lacrosse down to Puerto Rico. It'll be our first international tournament down there for lacrosse. And not only are we just playing there and having intense competition, but we're also trying to give back to the community by, partnering up with local community partners in the area. And then Las Palmas, we have put our first program there for lacrosse at that academy. So we're super excited to not only play, but also to give back to the island and be able to just enjoy this sport with everybody on that island.
Awesome. Super exciting stuff. Pala Sixes Cup coming to Puerto Rico. I'm super excited to be hopefully a part of it. But thank you for watching this, and we'll be right back on the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Folks, welcome back to the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship here on World Lacrosse TV. I'm Brittany Yamali bringing you this game here between Jamaica and Peru, the 7th place game on the championship day. Jamaica leads this one 8-3 as we're about to get the second half underway here. See a familiar matchup on the draw. Ochoa for Peru facing off against Tristan Chang for Jamaica. Peru had one too many on the field. We're trying to get the clock sorted out here. And now we're all set to go to get this second half underway. Final game here on Field 2 for the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship. Ochoa and Chang on the draw. And Jamaica will control this one. That's Bowen. Bowen been great on the draw circle. Chang passes it off to Williams. Williams carries behind, thinks otherwise. As Dulciado shows that she might intercept the pass. Gets it back up top, so Jamaica here. Chang at the top of the 15. Has some room to dodge. Slide comes for Peru. Errant pass picked up by Dulciado. Dulciado will look to clear here. Short outlet pass to DePaz. DePaz up to Parker. Over to Ortega. Ortega pushing the transition. Really speedy up the sideline, and Ortega will slow down. Looks to drive, pulls away. Moffitt at the top of the 15. Gets it over to Rivera. Rivera to Polak. Parker collects it at the top of the 15 here. Pick set. Doesn't use it. Looking for a lane to drive. Parker with some speed. Passes it off to Ortega. Ortega with a move. Slide comes, finds Ochoa. Ochoa fires it just high. No one there to back it up for Peru. So it'll be Jamaica ball. Angie Benson, the goalkeeper closest to the boundary, will pick it up for Jamaica. So Benson brings it on the field. Benson in the crease. Looking to clear. Good move around. Using the crease to her advantage. Gets it out to Barlow. Jamaica pushes it up, but intercepted by Carnaza. Pushing it to Ochoa. Ochoa to Moffitt. Moffitt with some speed and a shot. Denied by Benson. Benson looking for a long pass. Peru player got a stick on it. No matter, Polak collects at the far restraining line. Waiting for her offense to settle in. She'll pull out. Passes it off to Bowen. Bowen holds. Peru may have been offsides for a second there. Gordon on the right side. Looking to drive from the elbow. That's Chang up top. Feed inside to Mullings, and Mullings finds the back of the net. Good feed inside there by Tristan Chang. Heads up play out of her drive. Finds Mullings, and we'll take another look here. Mullings able to see that Dulciado came out for the interception. Had a lot more of an angle on the net there, so Nice play there by Mullings. So Jamaica leads this one 9-3 with 10:58 remaining in the third quarter. Familiar faces on the draw, Chang and Ochoa. Draw is set. And Ochoa pulls it. Both side to self draw. And Pollock with the pickup. Gets it over to Bowen. Bowen holds up top. No rush here for the Jamaica offense. Gordon's cutting down low. Flips it to Chang. Chang with some space. As she drives the inside. Chang held flag, but no matter. Puts that one away. Really good play there. Deborah Arnold guarding Chang. Gave her the entire outside. But the speed of Chang, just able to get inside, get a better angle coming down the center there. So we'll get another look here. Like I said, fast play there. So the flip pass. And Chang with some time and room to set up for herself. A great dodge, pull dodge. Finds some space in the middle. Fires that one low. So Jamaica leading 10-3. 9:08 remaining in this third quarter here. And Peru. That's Maya Clark with the draw control out of the air. Peru brings this one down. We'll look to push the pace here. Nothing there. Good defense by Barlow as she forces Ortega low. Ochoa there tries to rule the crease, but denied by Benson. Good pickup by Barlow behind the cage. Barlow taking it up the sideline. Brought back for a foul by Ochoa. So Jamaica swings it back to Benson. Over to Chang on the far side here. Almost intercepted by Carnaza. But McLean with some speed. Now Jamaica holds here. Bowen at the top of the 15. Finds some room with a spin move. Nothing there. Decides to pull out. Gets it behind. Mullings working from behind. She's checked. Good trail check by Peru, but they're going to call that one for a foul. So Parker called on the trail check. Mullings will have the ball at the dot. Have a little bit of room here. Parker, good job getting back to defend. Chang at the top of the 15. Creating some space for herself. Bowen will clear out to give her a lane. Peru deciding if they want to send the early slide. But Chang drawing her defender out to the restraining line. Beats one. Slide comes. Passes it off. One more pass. Gordon dodging through players, and Dulciato comes up with the stop. Dulciato gets it out to Parker quickly to Ochoa. Ochoa with one hand. Has some speed here. Ochoa now. Swinging it behind goal. Gets it to Ortega. Ortega sets up. Back to Ochoa. Up top. Sends it to Rivera. And Clark dodging. Pulls out. Up to Moffitt. Moffitt with some room. Brings it behind the cage. Looking for some cutters in the middle. No one there. Benson comes out for the interception. And they'll say that was off Peru. So it's going to be Jamaica ball. When we come back after this water break, you're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. The Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship here on World Lacrosse TV. I'm Brittany Yamali. Jamaica and Peru. Jamaica leads this one 10-3 with 5:38 remaining in the third quarter. So Jamaica on the boundary ball. Brings it back into Benson. Benson clears that out past the restraining line to Chang. And Chang will bring this one up. A lot of speed. Slows it down. Chang signaling to her offense. Take a breather. Slow the pace of play down. So Peru now pressuring out, knowing that every possession counts here for them. So Chang passes it off to Bowen. Bowen up top. Swings it to the elbow. That's Pollock. Pollock now has a 1v1. Gets a step inside, and what a save by Dulciato on the doorstep. Pollock has been really good on that crease roll, and great stop there by Dulciato to deny the crease roll. Ochoa now passes it off to Ortega at the top. Ortega with some room, telling her to clear. Has an alley. Shooting space called. So Ortega will be awarded first inside hash on the 11-meter. And we'll have a free position here against Angie Benson. Ortega's got some options on the opposite side. Looking for Ochoa cutting. But Ortega takes it herself off the post. And Clark is there to back it up. So ball stays here with Peru. Clark swings it up top. Over to Ochoa. Ochoa with some room. Really good heads-up play there by the defender, Chelsea Richard James from Jamaica. Not turning to get shooting space, but Jamaica called for 3 seconds on the opposite side of the 11-meter. So, it'll be Ochoa down at the dot. The spot of the foul. win. So the officials will discuss here to confirm the spot of the foul. So Ochoa at the dot. Defended by Chang. Feet inside. Just a little late, but Ortega maintains possession. Looks to roll the crease, finds one inside. Behind the back! Just missed wide by Maya Clark. Peru maintains possession as Alex Parker backs that one up. 2:30 to play here in quarter number 3. Parker brings it on. Passes up to Clark. Clark looks to dodge. Down the alley. Defended well there by Jamaica. To Ochoa. Ochoa now looking for cutters. No one there, so she decides to take it herself. Powers through and finds the back of the cage. Ochoa for Peru's 4th goal of the day. Ochoa is really dynamic, even being ready to feed while she's driving, but Ochoa takes that one herself, and we'll get another look at that here. Like I said, always in feeding mode, even when she's driving, but takes that one herself. Really good take there by Ochoa to shorten the deficit to 6. Jamaica leads it 10-4, 1:30 to play here in quarter number 3. So Ochoa and Chang on the draw. Chang knocks that out of Ochoa's stick. Ball still loose. James comes up with it for Jamaica, passes it off to Chang. Chang will bring it over the restraining line, and she's checked there by Parker. Gordon will pick up the ground ball. And Parker with a great trail check again, and she'll be called there. Good trail check by Parker. Gordon in between the restraining lines, not quite over yet. But she'll carry. 32 seconds to play. Good trail check again, that time by Clark. Ball is on the ground, and Clark with the pickup. She'll pass it back. Look to change the fields here for Peru. Speeding up the far side. Really quick transition play by Peru. That's Carreras pushing the transition. And we got a timeout. Timeout called by Peru with 7 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. We'll step aside here. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Welcome back to the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship. Jamaica and Peru coming out of a timeout called by Peru with 7 seconds to play here in quarter number 3. Folks, we want to thank one of our sponsors, N&D Sports. Whether you're looking to get a professional outfit for your company's staff or t-shirts for your school sports team, N&D Sports has solutions for all your custom apparel needs. Our high-quality custom logo, imprint, and embroidery services will enhance your professional and everyday casual appearance. World Lacrosse, formerly the Federation of International Lacrosse, is the international governing body of lacrosse responsible for the men's and women's and box and sixes versions of the sport. Established in 2008 by the merger of previously separate men's and women's international lacrosse associations. So Peru has the ball over the restraining line coming out of the timeout. Called by the head coach, Joel Ciato. Abigail Pollock starting with the ball here. Trying to make something happen with 7 seconds on the clock. She'll get it out wide to Parker. 4 seconds, 3. Not quite enough, and Benson denies the feed. So at the end of the third quarter, Jamaica leads it 10-4. We'll step aside. We'll be right back after this. You're watching the Pan American Lacrosse Women's Championship on the World Lacrosse TV. Welcome back to Jamaica and Peru. Final game here on Field 2 of the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. I want to thank another one of our sponsors, Snap Mobile. It's the essential software platform for athletics and activities. To date, Snap Raise, our industry-leading fundraising solution, has raised more than $1 billion for over 100,000 groups and teams through over 12.5 million participants and donors. In addition to Snap Raise fundraising platform, Snap Mobile further supports schools, groups, and teams with its other solutions: FanX, Snap Spend, Snap Store, Snap Manage, and Snap Insights. Snap Mobile, the essential software platform for athletics and activities. New face on the draw here for Jamaica. Actually, it's still Chang. Ochoa and Chang face off once more. Chang with a good flip pass. Gets it over to Pollock. Pollock getting out of trouble there. Swings it over to the other side to Chang. Chang with a lane, doesn't take it. Settles her offense in. No rush here for Jamaica with 15 minutes to play in this final game of the tournament. Jamaica leads at 10-4. As Bowen takes it all the way out to the sideline, waiting for Peru to give her a step. Bowen looking to drive now. Driving from the top. Chang open. Bowen takes it herself. And Bowen putting Jamaica up to 11 The little dance celebration there for Jamaica. Get another look at that one in just a moment. As Bowen creating space for herself on that far side. Really patient. Finds a nice drive and takes it right down the middle there. So, great goal by Bowen. Chang and Ochoa back to the draw. Official struggling to set up the draw this time. Chang and Ochoa are ready. Draw is up. And Ochoa gets a stick on it. Falls on top of it maybe. Picked up there by Bowen. Bowen now back to the sideline. Right where she started her last goal. Pressured there by Peru. Almost got a stick on it. Forces a bad pass there, but Chang able to box out. Gonna call a push on Peru. And Chang, slow to get up, but she's all right. So Chang with the ball here. False start by Peru on that one. Should be a self-start by Chang. They'll blow the whistle anyways. So Chang brings it behind. Over to Gordon. Gordon up top to Bowen. Looks inside. Couldn't quite connect with James. James with the ground ball. But Peru picks it up. That's Carnaza with the ground ball for Peru. Fast in transition here to Carreras. She's really fast in transition when she's able to get a lane and run. But now looks like Jamaica will get a yellow card here. Issued to Jada Williams. Check to the head. So Peru will be woman up here for 2 minutes. Trailing 11-4. Swings it back. Over to Parker on the far side. Parker dances. Looking for a lane to drive and jarred loose by Felicia Dixon. Dixon now running it up the sideline. Pushing it in transition. Dixon really fast on that transition play. Passes it off to Gordon. Gordon waits. Likely trying to kill the clock here. Gordon finds in the middle. Fouled. And Pollock will get a free position here. So Pollock lines up on the far side of the 11-meter, takes a step down and rips one just low. And Jamaica with the goal. So Jamaica leads it now, 12-4. On the step down, free position shot by Pollock. Have a timeout here. We'll be back in a second. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Folks, welcome back to Jamaica versus Peru, coming out of a timeout. Jamaica leads this one 12-4 with 10:03 left here in the fourth quarter. I'm Brittany Yamley. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. New faces on the draw here for both Jamaica and Peru. For Jamaica, it's Saya McLean, and for Peru, we have Maya Clark. Draw is up, and Moffitt secures that one for Peru, passes it off to Ortega. Ortega dances at the top here. Slows up a bit. Brings it down to X. Passes off to Ochoa. Ochoa hangs on to it now. Over at the elbow gets to Clark. Clark with the drive. Finds a cutting inside. Can't quite connect. Moffitt with a good cut. Pass just high. Made the shot go just high. Good backup there by Kamara. Kamara being jarred on that feed, so bad feed there, and Benson will intercept that one. Looks like we have a crease violation. So a 5-second count, crease violation on Angie Benson. So Ochoa will take the ball over to the edge of the 15-meter fan. Peru with another chance here. Had a couple good ones back-to-back, but just wide. Ochoa now driving down the alley, stopped by Benson. Benson with a nice little pop pass. Clear to Dixon. Dixon now. Oh. Dixon didn't quite self-start and had the stick check from her hand, so she'll look to restart here. Gets it up to Gordon. Gordon with some room on the side here. Passes it over. Chang. Chang will wait as she's watched by Deborah Arnold. Arnold trying to force her to her weak hand, giving her top side. Chang taking the space now, easing up, and couldn't quite connect on the feed. So Peru picks this one up. Errant pass, still plenty of time. Moffitt picks that one up, and she'll look to transition the ball up the field. Hits Carnaza in the midfield. Carnaza pushes it with some speed and great trail check by James. McLean with the pickup. Gets it up to Chang. Chang over to Pollock. Pollock with some time here. Pollock carries behind. Not a lot of urgency here for this Jamaica team. Looking to probably kill some clock here before attempting another shot at goal. So Pollock carries all the way around the opposite side of the field. Takes one up high, knocks her goggles off, but gonna get a call here. No card though. And the first natural stoppage under 7 minutes, that will serve as our water break. So we're going to step aside here for a moment. You're watching Peru versus Jamaica on the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. Folks, welcome back to Jamaica versus Peru. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV. It's a seventh place matchup here between these two teams. Last game of the tournament. Jamaica leads it 12-4. 6:07 remaining in the final frame. So Pollock restarts here on the far side for Jamaica. Has a cutter inside, doesn't feed. Couple cutters inside. Peru is missing one off the timeout, so Pollock has some space. Driving, drawing two defenders, dodging all of them. And no goal, signals the trail official. We had a charge called by the trail official. They might confer about this one. Slightly confused how that's a charge there. She did not make any contact with a single defender, only with their sticks. So, nonetheless, it's Peru's ball coming out. That goal did not count, and the score is still 12-4 Jamaica. So Peru pushing this one in transition. It's Ortega. Down low to Parker. Parker carries it behind, sees some cutters inside, feeds one. Good stick by James for Jamaica. And Bowen picks it up, running the length of the field. Has some numbers here, 3v2. Slows it down is Pollock. Pollock slows the pace, pulls it out, waiting for her offense to get settled. Chang down low this time. Not a typical spot we see her, but she'll look to dodge here from the elbow. Feed inside, collects it off an interception. And Bowen driving, pulls out, back to Chang. Chang with some time and space. Gets it over to Gordon. Gordon in a ground ball scrum. Now Ochoa picks it up. She'll push it fast in transition. 3v3 coming down here. Find some numbers. Couldn't quite connect. Peru will stick with it. That's Maya Clark with the ground ball pickup. Settled into a 6v6 offense here now. So Clark moves it off to Moffitt. Moffitt up top. Ochoa parked in the middle of the 8. Likely looking for a pick. And that'll be a card on Chang. So Chang with the cross check will go off for 2. Peru will be woman up once again. 3:29 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So Clark picks herself back up, and she is ready to go. Peru now a player up for the next 2 minutes. Looking to close the gap a bit here is Clark. Clark looking to dodge. No lane there, passes it low. Parker looking to feed inside, no one there. Ochoa looks inside to Ortega. Ortega with a nice little move and just shoots it wide. Good backup there by Peru. Feed inside again by Parker, off the crossbar by Moffitt. Another goalkeeper change here for Jamaica coming out of the timeout. Cassandra Ford is back in goal, the starting goalkeeper for today. All goalkeepers in this game today have made some critical saves, both for Peru and for Jamaica. Ortega draws shooting space there. Now she'll test Ford as she comes into this game late. So Ortega on the line. First inside hash. Takes it herself. Passes it over to Clark. Fires! And snipes the top left corner. Great heads-up play by Ortega there. She looked like she was taking it herself, but good job with awareness there. Realizing the slide was coming, finding the cutter from up top. So we'll get another look at that one here. Even though she was quick off the line, really good heads-up play there. And what a shot for Peru. Now 12-5, Jamaica leads with exactly 2 minutes on the clock. Draw is up, and that's Bowen on the draw now for Jamaica. And Gordon will pick it up. So Gordon carries over the restraining line. Hangs her stick. Good trail check. Trail check by Moffitt was called for a foul. So Gordon fouled just over the restraining line. Gets it over to Polak. Polak defended by Carnaza. Carnaza with a good 1v1 defense, forcing her low. Not giving her much room. Deborah Arnold now watches Mullings, and ball jarred loose there. Parker with the pickup. She'll force it fast in transition. They have numbers. 3v2. Shot wide by Ortega. No one there to back it up for Peru. So Chang with the backup. 1:15 remaining in the fourth quarter. Chang brings this one up. Gets it over to McLean. Over to Jada Williams. Jada Williams brings it over the restraining line with some speed. Looks to draw shooting space. Nothing there. Brings it behind the cage. Passes it off to Gordon. Gordon holds. Gets it over to Bowen. Bowen taking her time. Looking to drive. Slides there for Peru. Fires. Stopped by Dulciado. So Williams with the boundary ball here. 28 seconds to go. Passes it off to Polak. Down to Gordon behind the cage. Gordon looking to feed. Finds Chang at the top of the 8. Looking to draw shooting space. Behind the back. Just wide. Good behind the back attempt by Chang. And the backup there with 11 seconds to play. Polak will bring it on. Looking for one final chance at a goal here. She drives the crease like she always does. And a diving goal by Polak. Jamaica now leads 13-5 with 6 seconds remaining. Let's take another look at that goal here. Polak so good around the crease, like we've mentioned. She's had a couple of those today, and a diving play for an exclamation point on this tournament. So 6 seconds left to play here. Jamaica leads it 13-5. One final draw, one final chance here for these two teams. It's going to be Bowen and Moffitt on the draw. Official sets. Draw is up. Ortega gets that one to Ochoa. Ochoa with time. And Jamaica takes this one 13-5. An excellent effort by Jamaica in this game here. Good hustle from both teams the entire game. Peru with its first international tournament appearance in the field discipline. Really impressive play here from both squads. And Jamaica taking this one 13-5. Still on World Lacrosse TV, the gold medal match going on now between USA and Canada at the Orlando Health Stadium. You can continue watching on World Lacrosse TV, but that does it here for Jamaica and Argentina. Final score, Jamaica and Peru. Final score, Jamaica 13, Peru 5. I'm Brittany Yomley. You're watching the Pan American Women's Lacrosse Championship on World Lacrosse TV.